What's up, guys? So this is the Rosewood Series in Miami, Florida. I told my team that I was going to go right off the start, and literally the whistle blew and I went as hard as I could. So I knew pretty solid 5-minute effort right now. So I just hold 5 minutes, and whoever came with me, great. If they didn't, then I'd try to settle down into some sweet spot work, maybe tempo, and see how long I could stay away. But I actually ended up having like 4 or 5 guys come with me. Actually, no, I think like 3 guys came with me. Maybe 4. And we ended up staying away. We actually lapped the field. We had created a pretty large gap with the main field, and then there was a chase group of like 8 guys that eventually bridged us. And I think this is probably like 4 or 5 laps in, so we're still, you can see my power of 500, 28 miles an hour, 29. Juan putting in a huge pull. And honestly, I don't know why we were chased down, because this is a series of 3 races, and I didn't do the first race, so I had 0 points. And the guy coming up right now that you see is the leader jersey of the Cat 3, so this is a 1-2-3 race. And then this is from Team Focus, which I don't think he has any points either. So they bridged us, but I don't know why, because nobody in this breakaway was a threat to the 1-2 overall. But, it is what it is. It's racing. You had, 5 really strong guys that were trying to bridge us that wanted to be part of this game, and it was fun. I don't blame them for wanting to try to get up to us, or to get up to us. Yeah, we had most of the teams represented in this break. We had Focus, we had Team Rush, we had Amino Rip, my team. And you can just see right there on the left. So there's 2. So there's a chase group, and then there's the main field chasing us. So we have a pretty big gap on them right now. I'm trying to settle down into some tempo work, and as I hit 1200 watts, but try to just not push too much, because I know that I'm going to be working. My teammate actually flatted out Leo right there. You can see him fly by on the left. I think he flatted five laps in. So after the first, 7 laps, we finally started to get some other people going through the rotation once they caught their breath. But at this point, it was already too late, because the other group was bridging us. And you can see my heart rate. So today's temperature, I'll show that later on, the spread on my heart rate and the temperature and the speeds and all that. But I think it was like 89 degrees, 90 degrees most of the race, and it's been raining a lot here in Southwest Florida and South Florida, so the humidity level is super high right now, which just adds to a 10 o'clock race with the 1 o'clock thunderstorms coming in. So yeah, at this point we caught and lapped the field, and then the main field is all kind of mixed in. So my teammate Joito is right in front of me, and he's trying to just give me a break, let me breathe a little bit, but just kind of ride his wheel for a little bit, and I think he flicks me off and says, go, go, go. So I try to put another, I don't have much, I'm just kind of hanging on for dear life, but you can see my watts go up to 1,000, and then I realize that, I probably don't have that right now. I just need to be smart. This race, it was crazy, because once we were all back together, I didn't know who was who and who was in the first break, and and who was in the bridge break, and everybody kept attacking, and I knew I had to go with Juan because he was in my original break, but these guys just kept laying down attack after attack, and I had to keep matching them, and God, about killed me. And see, there goes another attack up the road. We're going 20 miles an hour, another one goes, everybody kind of boxes in, and then I gotta figure out, do I let it go up the road like it is right now, or do I bridge that, because that is a threat. So luckily this Hialeah Garden guy comes in and Team Zeal's there, but they bring me back.
I just like the sound of it.
So somebody up front's laying down a pretty hearty attack right now. So there's like this constant game of, do I just sit in and let that break go up the road? Because I felt like everybody was really focused on every move I made, and it might have been because the way I started the race, I just went right away. But eventually I figured out how to sit in a little bit. But the damage is already done. I knew coming into this sprint that we had Torcat in there. We had Lewis from Team Zeal that's coming up right now on my left in there, or on my right, sorry. And this is actually the quote unquote the winning move. I want to say he won, but so he went early, and Torcat's right on my wheel right now, so I know that's bad news. So he comes up, and he's a huge sprinter. I just can't match that. So he comes up on my inside, and there's already, gap crashes. How that happened, I think he pedal clipped, and I think that was it basically. So there goes Torcat up the road. Lewis is already up there. I laid down 1400 watts, and this was into a headwind, so that was that. I mean, you can see the temperature, max of 90 degrees, average of 88, heart rate of average of 179, and for the whole race, 4.26 watts per kilo. So definitely some good racing.
I just like.
I'm ready for season to be over though, for a show.